Thank you for watching. My name is Jayoza. I coach people so that they can give a high stakes speech confidently and, most important, win. Now, if you notice something, when this video started, I took a brief pause. I didn't just start speaking right away. And the reason I did that is I want to come across to you that I am comfortable being here. Now, right now, I can't move too much because I'm in front of the video camera, but one of the most important thing that many speakers don't ever think about when they're in front of a camera or in front of an audience is you have to feel comfortable. This is the first thing that people notice. And the thing is, you got to be comfortable, especially in the beginning, but you got to be comfortable for the rest of your speech. And the reason is very simple. You have to look like you want to be here and talking in front of this camera. Or if I'm not talking in front of camera, in front of an audience. A lot of times we focus too much on too many other things like the content, voice, gestures, all of that other stuff. They're important to some extent. I agree with that. But the most important is the question that I always ask is, does that speaker really even want to be there? And the way you get that message is very subtle. It's either you're going to get that or not get it, right? Like sometimes you can tell some people really want to be there. And they want to be there for a purpose. So it's not just being comfortable being there, but comfortable conveying a message that has a purpose, right? That's what you're really trying to do. There are a lot of times people who are more of an entertaining side, they like being on the stage, but then there is no real purpose behind it. So I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm not talking about these people who want to be on the stage for performing either uh, comedy or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. So forget the entertainment part out. I am specifically talking about purpose of conveying a message. And are you comfortable delivering that? And that's the feeling that you have to convey. But how do you do that? It's really hard. You just have to practice. So here's a quick thing that I'm going to demonstrate. And you're going to be the judge here, okay? I can't be the judge. I'll look at it, but I may not see it. So I'm going to ask you to help me out here. I'm going to slowly get out of the camera, come back into the camera again, stay here for 7 seconds maybe, get out, and then resume and try to conclude this talk. Okay? So here it goes. I'm just going to slowly get out of the camera. And now I'm going to slowly come back into the camera, and I want you to see whether I look comfortable. And now I'm back. I don't know what that did. I don't know whether I look comfortable or not, but that's the first thing you're going to notice. Now, I wasn't trying to do anything. I was just basically getting out of the camera, come back in the camera, because this is something that I don't really practice much, and it's something that I should. Before you ever give a speech, any kind of speech you're working on, the first thing you do is that 7 seconds in the beginning, don't say a single word, but look like you want to be there. Now, I don't know what that means exactly. Like, how do I look like I want to be there? Like, do I do song and dance? No, you don't want to look goofy either. But look like you're in command. Like, I'm in command. I want to be there. Let's look around. Just get a feel for the audience. Let the audience soak you in. Like, what is he going to say? What is he going to say? Build some tension. Build some tension. Silence is, uh, is something we don't really practice much. We hate silence. We like noise. And the more you try to control silence, I think the better speaker you will be. So next time when you're practicing, don't worry about your content too much. Content is fine. You probably have got that nailed. But content with the right type of silence, mastering the silence in your speech, is very important. And it's something I'm not that comfortable with, and I'm sure a lot of people are not comfortable with, but it's something we have to practice because people react when there are changes taking place. People react to change, right? And silence is a good way to do that. You don't start because right away when you come in, start in the podium or on the stage, the audience is expecting you to start speaking. Don't meet their expectation right away. They expect that you're going to be in charge. Being in charge, you're going to be constantly speaking. Don't do that. That's what they're expecting. You want them to kind of keep them off balance. And one of the ways you can keep them off balance without being trying to do too many things is silence. Silence and also how you vary your voice. There has to be that change taking place because that's one of the things that we have to practice. Okay? So I hope this makes sense. And it's something that I need to practice. You probably need to practice. But I think it'll make you a much more effective speaker and you're going to look much more comfortable when you are speaking. Because one of the things that I just completely I stopped paying attention is when people start speaking and there is no real stoppage anywhere. There's no real pause anywhere. And you need pauses not only for your audience to process the information, but it's also to show to them that you're in charge. You're not that insecure about taking a pause. So do it. Practice it. This is not easy. It sounds so simple, but it's hard. And if you do it, people will think like, wow, he belongs there. And you want to belong there. If you don't belong there, everything you say after that is going to mean nothing to the audience. So do I belong in front of this camera? I don't know. You're going to have to judge that. I think I do. I should. But listen, this is not something that you can get it that quickly. You're going to have to keep practicing it. So I know this is going on a little too long, but I just wanted to kind of emphasize this because this is such an easy concept that we just don't think about. And it's something that I'm going to work on, and I hope you do the same. Let me know what you think, how important it is to be comfortable, to show that you're comfortable, not especially in the beginning, but throughout the whole speech. And how do you do that? How do you show people that you indeed belong on the stage, like I belong in front of the camera? Believe me, if you don't have this if you don't have this nailed, I'm telling you, it's going to be very hard to be an effective speaker in any situation. So practice this, master this. It doesn't take much time. And let me know what you think of this. And thank you for watching.